Hey, you are live. So we do our audio. Oh, testing. You guys, listen. It's been a long day. The audio's not working. Laptops aren't getting hooked up to the internet. We're rolling on the cell phone. Coming to you live from Circularity with the band. We're at the band.
We got a pass.
Yeah.
It's backstage, all access.
Yeah, look at that. All access pass.
Speaker.
With the DJ.
Press.
Anyway, apparently we're live now. My iPad has informed me. Cory,
We did it.
we're exhausted.
I still have another half day tomorrow, but it's been an awesome time. I'm so thankful that you were here. We met a lot of great people.
Yep.
And connected with people a lot for the first time, which is not normal for us. Usually we know most people.
Yeah.
But to make some new connections, some brand new people, brand new companies, very excited.
No doubt. Yeah, it's been a tiring day, as I think most conferences get on day two.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of coffee being consumed by myself. And lots of great sessions, lots of great people, continued lots of great energy. Cory's going to be here tomorrow. I'm on a flight back home to Salt Lake City. So if you are able to watch us right now, that's great. I know it's like 7 o'clock on the East Coast. Hopefully you're not watching us. Hopefully you're spending time with your family and you see this on replay and you decide to comment on it or whatever. But Cory, what's maybe a highlight or two from the day? Here, I'm going to pretend like we have a microphone. This microphone doesn't work, but Cory, why don't you talk about the
Copy that over. Come in.
You don't really have
test
to
it. No. We got to experience the largest crowd I've ever seen in my career. I think it was probably 1,200 people listening to the U.S. Plastics Pact presentation of the awards up on the 7th floor. Did you go up there for anything? Wow. We've been staying, there's 4 floors of presentations.
There's 4 floors and 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Is what I think is the way it is.
That was Abraham Lincoln. So.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Nothing to do with
nothing
packaging.
to do. I mean, could be.
Well,
be a nice hat.
He liked boxes.
Yeah.
But to watch Emily Topaldo and the team from the U.S. Plastics Pact present, and to see the award winners, which I have got the honor to interview them all yesterday for my podcast, Sustainable Packaging Podcast,
with Cory Connors,
was amazing, and to get to see that many people. And I think what was cool, in addition to that, John Smea and team at Circularity 23, they had these like micro presentations, like 2 minutes or a minute and a half. And I just thought that was really cool. They let small companies come up and present, this is our idea, this is what we're doing, here's why it's great, here's why it's important. And it was just quick, and it felt like TikTok sessions, you know?
Yeah.
And I think this is a lot of the problem with these events is some of the presentations can be very long and very uninteresting and uninformed, and you know, this
not ours. When we present, we're the best.
No, we're obviously
clearly right, Chris.
Yeah, we're perfect. But no, most have been incredible here, and one of the best conferences I've ever been to. I so well put together. The food's amazing. The people are amazing.
Yep.
And the press are the best, I think.
Clearly, the social media influencers are top of their game.
2 of the best in the building.
Yeah, obviously. So Cory and I got to sit in on a recycling conversation. It was the recycling partnership, Eureka Recycling. Chastity from Nestle was there. There was a sustainability consultant, and then a PCR or virgin plastic manufacturer, I believe. And that was fantastic. I loved being able to listen to them, listen to their concerns, listen get a different perspective on why our goals are not being met.
Yep.
And the roles that we look at that, the goals aren't being met, and the roles that we can all play. I thought that was a really, really well done, well worth it 1 hour of time. I got to ask a question about the impact that labels and RFID might have, and actually have gotten a lot of more follow-up from the panel. So we're going to be Kate Davenport is up at Eureka Recycling in Minneapolis, and so Myers Printing, where you should go for all of your printed packaging and label needs. We're gonna go see the facility and check out what they're doing, and just get an even more better understanding of what our products actually do in the recycling stream. And then what was really cool, I don't know, we haven't connected since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at lunch, were you at a table with a round table discussion?
I was at a table, but eating, but no, it was rectangle.
Oh, so I went into a room and they had these table tents, and it was like, here's the conversation. So mine was this guy from iFixit, iFixit.com, these guys. And I thought, what am I doing here? Why did I sit down?
What happened here?
And there were people who were there, and I was like, you all are so smart. I don't. And what was really cool about it was just listening to why repair is sustainable and why that is struggling to get traction. And then they started asking me questions about packaging, and I was like, oh, thank you. I can finally.
Right. Something in my.
I don't know about electronics recycling.
Right.
But it was a phenomenal conversation, one that I was not prepared for. I sat down to eat, and all of a sudden I'm in the middle of the repair manifesto conversation. But it was fantastic. I learned a lot. It's one of my favorite things about hosting the podcast is just being able to learn from people who are smarter than me. So if you've been on my podcast, no, you're smarter than me, except for Cory. We're unequal. We're equally at the bottom. But we're both smarter than Avelio, so that's good.
Sorry, Avelio. When you're not here, we get to make fun of you.
It's quite true. But yeah, so day 2, I thought I was only in the one session, and then had some stuff with work that I was doing, and then I had the roundtable lunch, and then subsequently I met with the R Cup people.
Yes.
Who were doing reusable cups at music venues and sports venues, and that was fascinating. I'm super excited to keep following what they're doing. They've got a partnership with U2. I met with my friend Nishil Soni, who's building a whole startup around software and PET recycling, was able to make connections for him with some other folks. And it was just a very dynamic day.
I connected with him. He said, Adam said that I should talk to you. And I said, okay.
Yes.
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this whole thing's about. I heard a term I never heard before, which was, and then I've forgotten it, pre-competitive or pre-competition. So, there was somebody there from like Mattel, and then he said, yes, we would love to work with, Hasbro or Lego on these sustainability initiatives. Or, it was mentioned about like Coke and Pepsi working together on sustainability initiatives. Yeah. There's very much that kind of energy here. This pre-competition, collaborative, let's work on some stuff.
What if packaging was standardized? What if Coke and Pepsi had the same shaped bottle? Why not? We know what the label means. We know that the label differentiates it.
It's clearly the most important. I mean, everyone loves labels.
Yeah, labels are great.
If you love labels, you should buy them from Myers.
Label company, let me know.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a fantastic concept, and I think it's a part of the future.
Yeah, the other booth that I saw that I actually made a TikTok video about was, is it BAMF? That's badass. No, that's not. They're one of the largest companies in the world, and
the chemical company.
The chemical company, yeah. But they have a little spinoff where they have near-infrared handheld scanners that any company can have, or really any person could have. It's $120 a month, You can take the scanner and you can scan your material and see if it's going to pass the near infrared technology when it goes to the MRF.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was pretty BAMF when it comes to recycling.
Yes, exactly.
No, that was really cool though, to see that there's technology that's available for regular people.
Well, and as a packaging supplier, Aurora would be very interested in that. We want to be able to show our customers that, look, here's a test that says this material will get recycled. What a cool concept! What an important concept to be able to standardize that, to test it, to show the results, and it produces a graph, and it really cool.
Yeah.
And what he was showing us was how this PE or HDPE bottle was had a shrink wrap sleeve, and those materials were different, and this scanner could tell the difference between the two. Fascinating.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that was it was super informative, and that's kind of been the general feel, is just like, let's help each other, let's inform one another, because this is a conference about circularity.
Yeah.
And GreenBiz has done a phenomenal job.
Incredible.
With it.
Awesome.
It's like the Marco's Pizza of conferences.
It might be.
Why do I keep
the Pizza Hut?
It might be bringing up Marco's Pizza. Well, it doesn't look like anybody wanted to comment, and that's okay.
That's all right.
We're
still
fine.
love you all.
We do. And if you catch this on replay, please feel free to comment, and we'll try to jump in and answer anything. Cory, any last
See you
words?
Monday. Yeah, we'll see you Monday. Stay tuned for 4 podcast episodes at least from this. Actually, it'll be 5 by the time I'm done. And then we did our live yesterday. So thank you all for listening and for participating in our content. We truly appreciate it. We love what we do.
And if someone is here from SpecRite watching this, I got a ton of questions about SpecRite. You should be at Circularity, because there's a lot of people asking me questions. I'm like, I know enough to be dangerous, right, but you got to talk to the people there.
Yeah. Lots
of data questions, lots of EPR questions. So Adam, Laura, Matthew, Hyman, yep. We'll make sure that you get out here next year. But it was great. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. And like I said, feel free to drop some comments in, and we will do our best to answer them. Goodbye.